Vishnuvatman Savarivadagata Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Maharaj Ananta Koti Vaishnavanda Ki Namacharya Sri Haridas Thakur Ji Prem Se Kau Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki Radha Krishna Gopinath Rakunda Shyam Kunda Girivardhan Ki Vrindavan Dham Ki Mathura Dham Ki Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Mayapur Navi Dham Ki Ganga Mai Ki Janmai Ki Tulsi Devi Ki Bhakti Devi Ki Srimad Radhan Ki Harinam Sankirtan Ki Samamita Bhakta Ki Gaur Pranandi all intuition all intuition all intuition always sleep around Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, chapter 16, text 19. Ayantu sakhyat bhagavan stryadhisa kutasthatma kalayavatirna jasmin avidya rachitam nirarthakam pasyanti nanatum api patitam. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. This king is the master of 3 worlds and he is directly empowered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is without change and he is an incarnation of the Supreme known as Satyavesha Avatara. Being a liberated soul and completely learned, he understands that all material varieties are without meaning because their basic principle is nescience. Please repeat translation. This king is the master of 3 worlds.
This king is the master of 3 worlds.
And he is directly empowered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is without change. And he is an incarnation of the Supreme, known as Satyavesha Avatar. Being a liberated soul and completely learned, he understands that all material varieties are without meaning because their basic principle is nescience. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The reciters of these prayers are describing the transcendental qualities of Prithu Maharaj. These qualities are summarized in the words Sakhyat Bhagavan. This indicates that Maharaj Prithu is directly the Supreme Personal Godhead and therefore possesses unlimited good qualities. Being an incarnation of the Supreme Personal Godhead, Maharaj Prithu could not be equaled in his excellent qualities. The Supreme Personality Godhead is fully equipped with 6 kinds of opulences, and King Prithu was also empowered in such a way that he could display these 6 opulences of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in full. The word utastha, meaning without change, is also very significant. There are 2 kinds of living entities, Nitya Mukto and Nitya Buddha. A Nitya Mukto never forgets his position as the eternal servant of the Supreme Personal Godhead. One who doesn't forget this position and knows that he is part and parcel of Supreme Lord is Nitya Mukta. So the Nitya Mukta living entity represents the Super Soul as his expansion. As stated in the Vedas, Nitya Nityanam. Thus the Nitya Mukta living entity knows that he is an expansion of the Supreme Nitya or the eternal Supreme Personality Godhead. Being in such a position, he sees the material world with a different vision. The living entity who is nitya-paddha, eternally conditioned, sees the material varieties as being actually different from one, the conditioned soul. Sees the material varieties as being actually different from one another. In this connection, we should remember that the embodiment of the conditioned soul is considered to be like a dress. One may dress in different ways, but really, a really learned man doesn't take dresses into consideration, as stated in Bhagavad Gita, Vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gabihastini suni chaiva sopakecha pandita samandarsina. The humble says, by virtue of true knowledge, sees with equal vision a learned and gentle Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, dog-eater, outcast. Thus a learned man doesn't look upon the dresses that externally cover living entity, but sees the pure soul within the varieties of dress and knows very well that varieties of dress are the creation of nations, avidya rachitam. Being a Satyavesha avatar, empowered by Supreme Personal Godhead, Prithu Maharaj didn't change his spiritual position, and consequently there is no possibility of his viewing the material world as reality. These are the praise about King Prithu by the professional reciters. First thing, it is said that Prithu Maharaj is a Satyavesha avatar. Says, he is an incarnation of Supreme known as Satyavesha avatar. So, there are two types of Avesha avatars. You say Avesha avatar. Two types. What are they? No? Yes? Huh? Okay. Is Jiva Tattva, Satya and Avatar? Two types means Bhagavad-avesh, Satyavesha. Do you understand my language? Bhagavad-avesh, Satyavesha. That is two types Avesha avatar. One is Bhagavad-avesh, one is Satyavesha. Empowered by Bhagavan, empowered by Shakti. Do you understand? Empowered by Shakti, that is Satyavesha. Empowered by Bhagavan is Bhagavad-avesha. Understand? Bhagavad-avesh, Satyavesha. There are famous many Satyavesha avatars. Understand me? But there are 7 most famous Satyavesha avatars. They are most famous. 7 persons. Who are they? You know? Number 1, Vaikunthastha Sesa. Understand? Sesa in Vaikuntha is number 1 Satyavesha avatar. What Shakti? So 7 Shakti avatar. Understand my language? My language is a different language, but try to understand me. Understand? What Shakti? So 7 Shakti. Shakti that serves Lord. 7 Shakti. Understand? Can you conceive anything? Or I am just speaking to the deaf persons. I feel disappointed, myself disappointed, if you cannot understand me. Then what is the value of my preaching? 7 Shakti. Shakti that serves the Lord is 7 Shakti. And Vaikuntastha Sesa, Sesa in Vaikuntha is 7 Shakti avatar. Number 2, Ananta. Anantadev is in Patal. Carries the universe and one of his foods like a mustard seed. This is also one of the Satyavesha avatar. What Shakti? Bhudharana Shakti. He is incarnation of Bhudharana Shakti avatar. Bhudharana, who carries in universe. That Shakti avatar. Understand me? Third one, Brahma. Lord Brahma is also one of these Saktyavesh avatars. He is a Gunavatar, at the same time, Saktyavesh avatar. Understand? What Shakti? Srishti Shakti avatar. Creating energy. His incarnation creating energy. Understand me? Bhagavata speaks all these things. Vidya Bhagavata Vadhi. If you want to acquire true education, pure education, that is to read Bhagavata and hear Bhagavata. Vidya Bhagavata Vadhi. You will discuss. This thing comes here, Vidya also. Here Prabhupada is quoted. It's a very vast topic. It will take 7 days if I can explain clearly. What to speak of 1 hour, 2 hours. Such thing is there. Prati shloke prati akhyare nanartha koi. Krishna tulya bhagavata vibhu sarpasray. Prati shloke prati akhyare nanartha koi. As good as Krishna. Is Bhagavata. Krishna is ananta, unlimited. Bhagavata is also ananta, unlimited. You cannot limit it. How can you limit it? It is unlimited. Can you? Prati shloke prati akhyare nanartha koi. One verse. So many meanings are there. Even in one word, even in one letter, many meanings are there. If you want to explain one verse of Srimad Bhagavatam perfectly well, it will take days together, Baba. Yes. So, this is there. This Brahma is Srishti Shakti avatar, as the empowered incarnation of Srishti Shakti, creating energy. Fourth thing is Chatusana, 4 Kumaras. They are also empowered incarnation, Saktyavesh avatar. What Shakti? Jnana Shakti avatar. Understand my language? Understand? Jnana Shakti avatar. 4 Kumaras, Chatusana. Fifth one is Narada. Muni Narada is also one of the Saktyavesh avatars. What Shakti? Yes, there you are. Bhakti Shakti avatar. And sixth one, this Prithu Maharaj. This Saktyavesh avatar. What Shakti? Yes, Palana Shakti avatar. That's correct. Palana Shakti avatar. And seventh one is Parsuram. Understand? Parsuram is seventh one. Empowered incarnation, Saktyavesh avatar. What Shakti? Dusta Damana Shakti. You understand? Who killed 21 times the rascal, wicked Kshatriyas. Dusta Damana Shakti avatar. These are 7 famous Saktyavesh avatars. And Prithu Maharaj is one of them. Palana Shakti avatar. Understand me? Then Bhagavadavesh. Bhagavadavesh, Saktyavesh, I say. 2 divisions. And these are 7 most famous Saktyavesh avatars. And another one is Bhagavadavesh avatar. Who are they? Kapiladev, Rishabdev. Kapiladev is also incarnation of the Lord, and Rishabdev is also incarnation of the Bhagavadavesh avatar. Understand? This Srimad Bhagavatam. First thing. Second thing comes here. 6 types of opulences. Bhaga means opulence. Bhaga means opulence. One who has 6 types of opulences completely in full is Bhagavan. Isn't it? Is Bhagavan. You know, the 6 types of opulences are there completely in full. He is Bhagavan. What are 6 types of opulences? Yeah? Bolo?
Complete beauty, complete strength,
Yeah?
complete knowledge.
What? Again?
Beauty,
Yes?
strength, knowledge,
Uh,
fame,
uh,
renunciation.
uh.
No, and wealth. Wealth. Wealth.
Wealth, yes. Vishnu Puran says, this quotation from Vishnu Puran. You know the quotation? Quote authority. Aishwarjasya samagrasya virjasya jasasasriya jnana vairagya ussaiva saranang bhaga itingana. This is original quotation. Huh? You are students, you have come here to learn, Baba. Learn perfectly well. Understand me? Yes, learn perfectly. What type of student you are? Huh? Superfluous? Huh? Or serious? You should be serious student. My Guru Maharaj says, this is for serious students. Yes. Those are serious, they can take it up. Huh? Not for superfluous. This is original quotation from Vishnu Puran. Aishwarjasya samagrasya virjasya jasasasriya sriya jnana vairagya ussaiva sana bhaga itingana. Huh? Samagra Aishwarya, huh? Complete opulence. Samagra Virja, huh? Complete, let's say, Virja, strength, or what do you say, strength?
Yes.
Strength, yes. Then Samagra Jasa, complete fame. Then Samagra Sri, complete beauty. Then Samagra Jnana, complete knowledge. Then Samagra Vairagya, complete renunciation. These are 6 types of opulences. Do you understand? One who has the 6 types of opulences completely full in him, he is Bhagavan. Huh? Do you understand? He is Bhagavan. He is Bhagavan. Huh? Then comes Jnana. Huh? His complete knowledge. Huh? Here is it. His complete knowledge, 6 kind of opulences. Is Samagra Jnana, Prithu Maharaj. Here is a being liberated soul and completely learned. He understands that all material varieties are without meaning because their basic principle is in essence. Huh? Knowledge, Jnana. What is Suddha Jnana? Pure knowledge. Huh? What is that? Bolo? Yes? What is true knowledge? Pure knowledge. Suddha Jnana. Yes?
Now, Prabhupada, Krishna says, knowledge of the Supreme Lord, the material energy, and the living entity.
Yes. That is pure knowledge, Suddha Jnana. Huh? Who knows the relationship between these 3? Huh? What is? Bhagavan is differentiated part Jiva and his illusory energy Maya. Understand my language? Who understands the relations between 3, it is to be understood he has acquired true knowledge or pure knowledge. This is Suddha Jnana. Understand? And Prithu Maharaj has Suddha Jnana. He said, completely learn it. We understand all material varieties are without meaning because the basic principle is an essence. You follow? Huh? Then comes here, Prabhupada says, the word kutastha, meaning without change, is also very significant. There are 2 kinds of living entities, Nitya Mukta and Nitya Baddha. Prabhupada has explained, a Nitya Mukta never forgets his position at the eternal servant of Supreme Personality Godhead, never forgets any circumstances. Huh? One who doesn't forget this position and knows that he is part and parcel of Supreme Lord is Nitya Mukta. Huh? Isn't it? Clearly. Such a Nitya Mukta living entity represents the Super Soul as his expansion. As stated in Vedas Nitya Nityanam, thus the Nitya Mukta living entity knows that he is an expansion of Supreme Nitya, or the eternal Supreme Personality of Godhead. Being in such a position, he sees the material world with a different vision. His different vision is completely different. A Buddha Jiva's vision is different, Nitya Mukta's vision is different. Not same vision. Understand? Being such a position, he sees the material world is different vision. Living entity who is Nitya Baddha or eternally conditioned sees the material varieties as being actually different from one another. In this connection, we should remember that the embodiment of the conditioned soul is considered to be like a dress. One who dress in different ways, one may dress in different ways, but actually learned man don't take dresses into consideration. No. In Jaiva Dharma, Bhaktivinoda Thakur has described very elaborately about it. Many chapters are there regarding this jiva. You understand? Nitya Mukta and Nitya Baddha jiva. Two types of jiva. One is Mukta jiva, one is Baddha jiva. Understand? Two types. And Baddha jiva, condition, you understand? Baddha jiva means conditioned soul. Baddha jiva, they are two types. What are they? I am speaking from Jaiva Dharma. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who is authority, great acharya, famous acharya in our line. Gaudiya Vaishnava, acharya, parampara, line. Baddha jivas are two types. Udita viveka, anudita viveka. Understand? Udita viveka, anudita viveka. Yes, viveka means conscience. Understand? In English you may say conscience. My conscience bites me. Generally say, English language, I don't know English language, you should help me. I say, my language is different language. I'm such a nasty person. I don't know the language, but you should help me. I need your help. Understand me? Then I'll feel myself disappointed if I cannot get help from you. I will help you and you will help me. This is mutual help. Then we can go on, proceed on. Understand me? So I always need your help. Udita viveka, anudita viveka. Two types of Baddha jiva. Don't forget it. This is Bhagavatam. This is real knowledge, true knowledge, tattva jnana. Udita viveka, anudita viveka. Whose conscience has been awakened, that is udita viveka. Conscience has not been awakened, that is anudita viveka. Understand? Two types. In human society, those men whose conscience has been awakened, they make effort how to understand this Paramartha Tattva. Understand me? They make effort. But those who don't make any effort to understand Paramartha Tattva, who am I? What is my real identity? Those who never inquire about it, this tattva jigyasa, we say tattva jigyasa, isn't it? And this really achieved human birth is meant for that. A dog cannot inquire about it. A hawk cannot inquire about it. A bird cannot inquire about it. Huh? But a human being can inquire. Because his level of consciousness is something superior consciousness. So in this respect, I want to speak, there are 5 levels of consciousness. Isn't it? Huh? What are those 5 levels of consciousness? Huh? Bhaktivinoda Thakur has said all these things. This is the Jaiva Dharma and Chaitanya Sikkhamrita. Yes?
You talking about Anamoy, Pranamoy?
No. That is different. That's different, Baba.
Okay.
Consciousness, Chetana. In Sanskrit we say Chetana. Huh? Jiva means a conscious being. Nirjiva means unconscious. Isn't it? Jiva, Nirjiva, 2 types. Huh? Animate and inanimate. This is inanimate, but you are animate. You have consciousness, it has no consciousness. And there are 5 levels of consciousness. And all jivas come under these 5 levels of consciousness, 84 lakhs of species. Isn't it? 84 lakhs of species. Huh? You know 84 lakhs of species? Huh? Bolo? Bolo? Can you give an account? I'll total it. It's 84. You know?
2 million plants, 1,100,000 insects and reptiles.
Yes. This Padma Purana says, these are Vedic.
400,000 human species.
Jalada Navalakhyani. 9 lakhs types of aquatic animals. Sthavara Vinsalakhyati. Sthavara means trees, mountains. They are jivas. They are of 20 lakhs of types. Understand? Krumeru Rudra Sunkyokar. Krimi Kito Potongo. Worm, germ, insect. They are of 11 lakhs of types. Are you adding? Pakhinang Dasalakhyakam. There are 10 lakhs types of birds. Huh? Trinsalokhyani Pasavo. 30 lakhs types of animals are there. You add, this comes 80 lakhs types. Then Chadulokhyani Manava. 4 lakhs types of human beings are there. It's total 84 lakhs. Understand? So all these 84 lakhs come under these 5 levels of consciousness. 5 levels of consciousness. Abruta Chetana, Sankuchita Chetana, Mukulita Chetana, Vikachita Chetana, Purna Vikachita Chetana. 5 levels. In English we may say like that, covered consciousness, shrunken consciousness, budding consciousness, blossoming consciousness, completely blossoming consciousness, in other words, complete Krishna consciousness. Do you understand? There are 5 levels of consciousness according to gradual development of consciousness. And all these 84 lakhs of space, they come under these 5 levels of consciousness. The 80 lakhs other than human species. Huh? Understand me? 4 lakhs of human species are there. How it is and why it is said like that? All human beings are not same. Same in, dress is same. It speaks of dress here. Isn't it? Same dress. 2 hands, 2 legs, 1 head, 2 eyes, 2 ears, nose, hairs, moustache, beard, or no moustache, no beard, woman species. The dress is same. But how it is said that 4 lakh types of human species are there? It's according to development of consciousness, Baba. According to development consciousness, it says 4 lakh types of human species are there. Chatulokhyani manava. And that's a fact. That's a fact. You see. There are human species in Greenland, Eskimos. Isn't it? But what type of consciousness they have? It's all animal consciousness. Shrunken consciousness. Isn't it? In this way, cannibals of Africa, some cannibals are there in Africa, human beings. They eat human flesh, like tigers and lions. What type of consciousness it is? You can see this differs. Therefore I say no, all human beings are not same. There is difference, yes. And highest level of consciousness is complete blossoming consciousness, that's complete Krishna consciousness. But when you have gotten this really achieved human birth, that opportunity is available to you. In whatever level of consciousness you are, you can elevate your level of consciousness and attain the highest level of consciousness, that is complete Krishna consciousness and complete blossoming consciousness. That is possible in human birth. It is not possible in other births, other species. Therefore, human birth is considered really achieved birth. Durlabha manusam janma. Understand me? So all 80 lakhs, they come under two levels of consciousness. Is covered consciousness and sunken consciousness. No more than that. They cannot elevate their consciousness. Only two levels of consciousness they are. All 80 lakhs of species. Is covered consciousness and sunken consciousness. Abruta chetana and sankuchita chetana. But human beings come under, all human beings come under three levels of consciousness. Budding consciousness, blossoming consciousness, and completely blossoming consciousness, complete Krishna consciousness. They all come under three levels of consciousness. And what a level of consciousness one human being is, but he can elevate his level of consciousness, the highest level of consciousness, that is completely Krishna consciousness. That opportunity is there, is available to him. If he getting human birth, if he don't do so, he doesn't make any effort to elevate his level of consciousness to the highest level of consciousness, complete Krishna consciousness, then what will happen to him? What the opportunity has been given to him, he doesn't take it, he doesn't avail it. Well, then he'll be degraded. Definitely will be degraded to lower level of consciousness after death. You understand? Yes. Supreme Lord will say, what this rascal does? I gave him this birth, really achieved birth, human birth, gave him opportunity that he can raise the level of his consciousness, the highest level of consciousness, complete Krishna consciousness, but he doesn't do it. So, misused. Do you follow me? Then he will be degraded. Low type of species. So, therefore it says, Udita viveka, anudita viveka, whose conscience has been awakened, that is Udita viveka. So in the human society, those who make effort how to raise the level of their consciousness, the highest level of consciousness, they are Udita viveka. Do you understand? They are Udita viveka. But those who don't make any effort, they are Anudita viveka. Whose consciousness has not been awakened. So, is all, I am speaking about Buddha Jiva, conditioned soul. There are two types, Udita viveka, Anudita viveka. So such human beings plus other than human species, the birds, beasts, insects, trees, mountains, aquatics, they all come under Anudita viveka. Understand me? Understand my language? It's clear? Do you understand anything or not? Huh? Are Baba, this is Vidya, this is real education. And speaks of Vidya also here. What is real education? And Vidya and Avidya. In essence. Huh? Vidya Bhagavata Bodhi. Vidya Bhagavata Bodhi, it said. Huh? Understand my language? Huh? True education, true knowledge. Where from you will get? From Srimad Bhagavatam. Therefore say Vidya Bhagavata Bodhi. Understand? Huh? Brain substance you have, then you can understand. Real education we are imparting. Yes, this Vidya Bhagavata Bodhi. Otherwise you remain as birds, animals, lower species, Anudita Viveka type. Those who are Vaishnavas, they are really Udita Viveka. They always make effort how to raise the level of their consciousness to the highest level of consciousness. That's complete Krishna consciousness. They come under Udita Viveka type. Except Vaishnavas, nobody makes an effort to raise his level of consciousness to the highest level of consciousness. Therefore, associate with sadhus Vaishnavas, serve the Vaishnavas. One who is engaged in these activities, it is to be understood that his conscience has been awakened. Otherwise, if you don't do so, then you say he's Anudita Viveka. He's like animals, birds, beasts, dogs, hogs. Yes. Isn't it? So, kamasya nindra priti labha jiveta javata jivasya tattva jigyasa nartha jasya karma bhi. First canto Bhagavatam says. Kamasya nindra priti labha jiveta javata jivasya tattva jigyasa nartha jasya karma bhi. Understand? Understand? First canto Bhagavatam says, all the Udita Viveka type human being, he inquires. He inquires. Do you follow? What he inquires? Who am I? What's my real identity? Why have I been suffering here? Afflicted with three tapas? Adhyatmika, Adi Daivika, Adi Bhautika? Why? Kene more jare tapotroy? Understand my language? That is his inquiry. Who is Supreme Lord? How can I understand him? Isn't it? What is needed for it? To understand Supreme Lord. What is my duty? These are all his inquiries. Is Udita Viveka. Understand me? Udita Viveka type. Otherwise, Anudita Viveka, they never inquire about this thing. Jivasya tattva jigyasa nartha jasya karma bhi. Kamasya nindra priti labha jiveta javata. Jivasya tattva jigyasa nartha jasya karma bhi. Bhagavatam says. Really? If your conscience has been awakened, you should inquire all these things. And all your activities should center around this inquiry. Whose all activities centered around these inquiries is Udita Viveka. Otherwise, is Anudita Viveka, though human being. It's like animals, dogs, hogs. Understand? Those who know only body, those are in bodily conception of life. Understand? The dog knows his body, hog knows his body also, yes. And you know your body only. Not a different dog and hog and yourself. I don't. If you are not inquiring about this, then you are anudita viveka, type like dogs and hogs and animals. Therefore Bhagavata says, Kamasya priti lava jiveta javata jivasya tattva jigyasa naftadasya karmami. Don't inquire about this body, Baba, or bodily demands, eating, sleeping, defending, mating, ahara, nidra, bhaya, maitunam. Don't inquire about it. Animal knows it, Baba. Animal knows eating, sleeping, defending, mating. Yes. But you are not meant for that. You are human being. You have been given, Lord has given you a really achieved birth, human birth. Understand? You should inquire about such truths. Do you follow me? Mahajana jena gatasa pantha. Mahajanas have set up example before us. Yes. We should follow that path. When Sanatana Goswami, who is not ordinary human being, Sanatana Goswami, is ordinary human being. They are devotee, great learned scholar, Pandit also. He is born in aristocratic family, royal family, and he was minister in Hussain Shah's regime. Chief Minister, Revenue Minister, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. Isn't it? They know Shastra, yes. But they give up everything. Tekta turnam tuchhavet asesa mandalapatim bhutva dina ganesagau kaupina kantasvidam. Isn't it? Tekta turnam tuchhavet asesa mandalapatim bhutva dina ganesagau kaupina kantasvidam. They kicked, they gave up everything. They are material opulent, they are such elevated position in human society. Everything they kicked. They went to jungle of Vrindavan, accepted Kanti Kaupina. Kanti and Kaupina. Understand me? Uttadina Ganisako Kaupina Kantasita. When Sanatana Goswami met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he inquired. This is the inquiry. If you meet such a sadhu, with 100% Krishna conscious, knows all this tattva, do tattva jigyasa. Who can get the correct answer of my inquiry? Who is that person? Isn't it? Who knows all these things? He is complete Krishna conscious. 100% Krishna conscious. He knows it. Who knows Lord? He knows everything. Isn't it? Who knows Lord? Who knows Supreme Lord? He knows everything. Jasmin vigyate sarvam eva vigyatum bhavati. Isn't it? Jasmin vigyate sarvam eva vigyatum bhavati. Knowing whom everything is known. And we knowing the Supreme Lord. He knows everything. All tattva is revealed to him. He is a perfect person, bona fide authority. If fortunately we meet such a person, we should inquire there. He will give us perfect answer. He knows it. So when Sanatana Goswami met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he inquired, who am I? His inquiry. Amike, who am I? Kene more jare tapatroy. Why? I have been afflicted with 3 tapas. Adhyatmika, adi, daivika, adi, bhautika. Why have I been suffering? Who is Supreme Lord? What is my relationship with Him? How can I understand Him? What is needed for it? What is my duty? These are all inquiries. Huh? He has set up example. If you are really Udita Viveka type, then you can inquire about all, otherwise you cannot inquire. Huh? His inquiry is about the soul, super soul, or supreme personality Godhead. His inquiries are not about his body. Do you follow? Huh? This is Udita Viveka. Then comes Mukta Jiva. This is Baddha Jiva. Then comes Mukta Jiva, Maya Mukta. Maya Mukta, they were first conditioned, then become liberated. Bodho Mukta or Maya Mukta. Understand me? The Maya Mukta Jiva, do you understand? They are two types, Nitya Mukta, Bodho Mukta. Nitya Mukta, Bodho Mukta. Do you follow? Eternally liberated. Prabhupada says here, Nitya Mukta. The Nitya Mukta living entity knows that he is an expansion of the Supreme Nitya, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Being in such a position, he sees the material world with a different vision. His vision is completely different. So Nitya Mukta, Bodha Mukta. The first condition, then become liberated, is Bodha Mukta. And never becomes conditioned is Nitya Mukta. So Nitya Mukta Jiva, that means Maya Mukta Jiva, two types, Nitya Mukta, Bodha Mukta. Those who never come under Maya, they are eternally liberated, they are Nitya Mukta. Prabhupada says here, same thing. Do you understand? Nitya Mukta Jiva, they are of two types. Understand my language? Nitya Mukta Jiva, they are of two types. You know? Nobody knows. This is in Jaiva Dharma. That is Aishwar Jagata Nitya Mukta Jiva, Madhur Jagata Nitya Mukta Jiva. Understand something? Nothing. Nothing. Aishwar Jagata Nitya Mukta Jiva, Madhur Jagata Nitya Mukta Jiva. Aishwarya means opulence, Madhurya means sweetness. Or what is in English, I don't know. Madhurya, sweetness? Yeah. Yes, he said yes. I don't know. You should help me. I say, you should help me. I don't know English. My language, different language. So Nitya Mukta Jiva are of two types. One is Aishwarya Gata Nitya Mukta Jiva. Second type is Madhurya Gata Nitya Mukta Jiva. Nitya Mukta Jiva, those who are interested in Aishwarya, opulence. Understand? They are Aishwarya Gata Nitya Mukta Jiva. Nitya Mukta Jivas are interested in sweetness. They are known as Madhurya Gata Nitya Mukta Jiva. Those who are Aishwarya Gata Nitya Mukta Jiva, they are in Vaikuntha Jagat. Understand? Vaikuntha Jagat. They are the associates of Lord of Vaikuntha, that is Narayana. Understand? And they are the rays of Mahasankarsana. Understand my language? This is Jiva Tattva. They are rays of Mahasankarsana. Understand? Mula Sankarsana or Jinal Sankarsana, Mula Sankarsana is Baladeva, isn't it? Baladev is Mula Sankarsana. His expansion is Mahasankarsana. His expansion is Mahasankarsana, is in Vaikuntha. Isn't it? But Baladev is in with Krishna, Krishna Balaram. So Aishwarya Jagata Nitya Mukta Jivas, they are the rays of Mahasankarsana. Understand me? Madhur Jagata Nitya Mukta Jivas are found in Golok Vrindavan, and they are the rays, they are the eternal past associates of Vrindavananatha, Lord of Vrindavan, that is Krishna, and they are the rays of Baladev. Understand? Mula Sankarsana, original Sankarsana. Then comes Badha Mukta Jiva. Those are first condition, then become liberated. They categorize it, Badha Mukta. Badha Mukta Jivas are of three types. Three types. You know? Nothing. That is also same. Aishwar Jagata, Madhur Jagata, Brahma Jyoti Gata. Understand? Aishwar Jagata, Madhur Jagata, and Brahma Jyoti Gata. Three types. Badha Mukta Jivas. When they are sadhakas doing sadhana, during sadhana time, those who are interested of Aishwarya or opulence, understand my language? During sadhana time, those who are interested of Aishwarya, opulence, they become Aishwarya Gata. They will become Aishwarya Gata. They will be elevated to Vaikuntha. They will become the associates of Lord of Vaikuntha, Narayana. They become Aishwarya Gata. During sadhana time, those who are not interested towards opulence, rather interested to sweetness, madhurya. They will be, when they quit this planet, they will be elevated to Golok Vrindavan. They will be elevated to Golok Vrindavan. They render loving service unto Krishna. And they enter there, they are Madhur Jagata. But during sadhana time, those who are jnanis, they only want mukti or moksha, liberation. Understand me? So they want to merge into Brahman. The jnanis are Mayavadis, Brahmavadis, they are. So they become Brahma Jyoti Gata. Understand? These three types, Badha Mukta Jiva. Three types Badha Mukta Jiva. So they enter into Brahma, Brahma Sajujya, then they fall down from that. Aruhya Krutsena Param Padam Tata Patanti Adho Anadruto Jusmad Angraya. Do you understand? Anadruto Jusmad Angraya. 10th canto Bhagavatam says. They may go to that. That was the last limit they go to Brahma Jyoti. They never take shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna. They are impersonalists, the Brahmavadis. Aruhya Krutsena Param Padam Tata Padanti Adho Anadruto Jusmad Angraya. Oh Lord, this Garbhastuti, 10th canto of Bhagavatam will find. Garbhastuti, demigods offer this prayer, and Krishna in the prison house of Kansa, and Krishna was there in the womb of Devaki. Demigods came there, offered prayers. This is Garbhastuti. Garbhastuti. Aruya Krutsena Param Padam Tata Athanyadho Anadruto Jusmad Angraya. Oh Lord, they are not taken shelter at your lotus feet. They have neglected your lotus feet. And so they undergo severe austerity penance how to merge into Brahman or Brahma Jyoti. So some of them go and merge, but that is not place of shelter. Your lotus feet is the only shelter. That is not shelter. They cannot stay there. patanti adho, they fall down. They fall down. But those who have taken shelter at lotus feet, they are fixed. They will never fall down. Next verse says, na tabaka kuchit brasyanti. Next verse says, na tabaka kuchit brasyanti. Those are your dear devotees, premi bhaktas, are fixed at your lotus feet. They will never fall down. Krishna protects them. Understand me? This there. So, three types of Badhamukta Jiva, Aishujjagata, Mahajujjagata, Brahma Jyotigata. All described elaborately in Jaiva Dharma by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Then I speak about Suddha Jnana, and then two types of Jnana are there, isn't it? What two types of Jnana?
Jnana and Vijnana.
That is Vijnana Baba. Two types of Jnana, Paramarthika Jnana, Laukika Jnana. Understand? Spiritual knowledge and material knowledge. Understand? These two types. Spiritual knowledge, material knowledge. This is two types. Paramarthika Jnana, Laukika Jnana. How many are interested in spiritual knowledge? Almost all are interested in Laukika Jnana, that is material knowledge. All schools, colleges, universities, they impart material knowledge only, isn't it? Srila Prabhupada, our revered spiritual master Prabhupada came to Western country. He visited many universities, many academicians. What is academician? Academics. Professors like that, renowned professors. He went there and inquired. You have so many departments of knowledge here. What is that department? Please show me that department that teaches about soul. What is that? Where is that? No, there is nothing. It's all material knowledge, all Laukika Jnana. Isn't it? Any university teaches this Paramarthika Jnana? Spiritual knowledge? No. No university teaches. So, the more, this is such state of affairs going on nowadays in the world. No inquiry about Paramarthika Jnana, spiritual knowledge. No educational institution or university, school, college, university teach this thing. Therefore, only the material knowledge is, they are researching on this. Do you understand? Research scholars, they research on this. And it is only expanding. The more this material knowledge will expand, the more your misfortune comes, isn't it? Misfortune comes. Because unless you inquire about this, who am I, what is my real identity, who is the Supreme Lord, how can you understand this thing? And more it will expand, then there is no time for inquiry about the higher truths. You waste your time, it's just as of time only. Many think, we are improving. Are you improving or you are degrading yourself? Making improvements or degradations? As at the rate we are improving, the day will come, the material world will turn into Sarga, heavenly planet. Daydreaming. It's only daydreaming. Materialist. Alas! What is this? Those who say like that, those who say and those who believe, put faith in their words. How are they? Those who believe in it and those who preach like that, what do you say English? What do you say? Devils, they are devils. They are devils. They are, what do you say? Dare devil or say dare devil or what is that? Dare devil? That word, so what is there? Dare devil? Yes. Dare devil. Dare devil. They are dare devils. Yes. Understand? But what is real education? Spiritual education, then comes vidya and avidya. Prithu Maharaj is said, he is completely learned. And Prabhupada quoted, Vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gavihastini. Really learned man doesn't take dress into consideration. Stated in Bhagavad Gita, Vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gavihastini sunichaiva sopagecha pandita samadarshina. Quoted Bhagavad Gita. The humble says, by virtue of true knowledge, sees with equal vision a learned and gentle Brahman, a cow, an elephant, a dog, dog-eaters. Who has gotten true knowledge, real vidya. What is real vidya and what is avidya? Opposite is avidya. Vidya and avidya. What do you say in English? True education, a true knowledge, avidya nations. All schools, colleges, universities, they impart avidya. Material education means avidya, isn't it? But they give name what? Vidyalaya. Teaching avidya, saying Vidyalaya. Are Baba, why don't you say Avidyalaya? Nobody will come. Oh, Vidyalaya. But say it's Vidyalaya, Vidyalaya. Vishwavidyalaya University. Mahavidyalaya College. Vidyalaya. But teaching avidya. Write down, you add O. Not Vidyalaya, this is Avidyalaya. Avidyalaya, teaching nations only. Material knowledge. Not true education. Real education. This is spiritual education. In this respect, we can discuss what is Vidya and what is Avidya. This topic will come up. What is Vidya? I am getting late. I'll speak something, then I'll speak in English in the evening. This is a long topic. This is a long topic, and you are, I think. No, let me finish. Question later. First here. First here, note down all your questions. In the evening, you may put it if I can finish my lecture. I'm not finished. I think I may take days together. Long topic. Have patience. If your question is not answered, then you may ask question. First have patience and hear me. Let me finish. Understand, Mataji? Yes. Note down your question. What is Vidya? It needs, elucidation or what? Elucidation? Yes, help me, I don't know. Language, elucidation, needs elucidation. What is Vidya? Can you elucidate? Can you? This is Sanskrit word, Vidya. Then you learn language. Verbal root, vidhatu karma vachya kya pratyaya, then comes Vidya. I'll teach you language. I was a teacher. Yes. You should learn language. How Vidya, this word Vidya is derived, formed. Dhatu means verbal root, is vidhat. Karma vachya, kya pratyaya, this is Sanskrit grammar. Then comes Vidya. That means, really it speaks about tattva jnana, spiritual knowledge, tattva jnana. This vidya word is used for it. But for nations, vidya word is never used. But here in material world, they use it for avidya as a vidya. They mislead people. They mislead people. In spiritual vision, Bhagavad says, Sa vidyatan matirjaya. Sa vidyatan matirjaya. That's the real education of vidya. If someone acquires that vidya, real education, his mind will be fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna. He is real vidwan. He is real vidwan. He is real learned. Do you understand me? He is a real learned person. Real vidwan. Sa vidyatan matirjaya. Was gotten real education, spiritual education, his mind will be fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna. Whose mind is fixed at lotus feet of Krishna is really true learned person. He has acquired true knowledge, a real vidya. Understand me? This Bhagavad says, Sa vidya tan matirjaya. 4 Vedas, 6 Vedangas, 18 Puranas, Ramayana, Mahabharata, philosophies. Do you understand? These are all come under vidya category. The true knowledge, got real education, they engage themselves in service of the lotus feet of the Lord, Krishna and Krishna Bhaktas, Vaishnava Seva. This is to be understood as is a learned person. He has acquired true knowledge and got real education. Sa vidyatan mati jaya. Besides that, everything is apara-vidya. Then 2 types, para-vidya, apara-vidya. Spiritual education, material education is apara-vidya. So, karma kind of section, Vedas karma kind of section come under apara-vidya. Understand me? Apara-vidya. And it's also said vidya bhagavatavadhi. Yeah? Bhagavat imparts true knowledge. Do you understand? True education. Vidya bhagavatavadhi. The Sadvaishnavas, sadhus, nirmatsara. Those are not envious. They can understand this Bhagavata. They speak on Bhagavata. They teach Bhagavata. They know what is real education. And Veda, they know their Veda. Veda speaks of 3 per se. Samandha, avidheya, prayodhana, 3 tattva. Veda 3 tattva ko Mahaprabhu says. In Veda 3 tattvas are there. Samandha, avidheya, prayodhana. Samandha tattva, relationship. Avidheya is bhakti. Prayodhana is prema. Do you understand? They know all these things. Those who have acquired true knowledge and real education. That is paravidya. Mahaprabhu, one materialistic, learned person, materialistic, who has acquired material scholarship, Kesava Kashmiri. Mahaprabhu was Nimai Pandit in Nadia, teaching. He had students. He was teaching Sanskrit grammar and rhetoric, Alankar, Nyaya. At that time, he had some students. And he is known as Nimai Pandit. At that time, that Kesava Kashmir came. Was very popped up, proud fellow. Those who acquire material education and get many degrees from many university, MA, PhD, doctorate, MRS, FRS, or what is that you say? They are very puffed up fellows. Do you understand? They are not humble at all. Janmi sujja sutta sri vire edoman madopuman naivarati abhidhatu vaitum akinchana gocharam. Kunti Devi's prayer. Janma aishwarya sruta. Sruta means those who have acquired material knowledge. acquired many degrees from many universities. They are very puffed up fellows. They are not humble. But here, Prabhupada quotes, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne. Vidyang Dadati Vinayam. Who has received true education, Paramarthiko Gyan, spiritual knowledge, he is humble. He is humble. He has no pride at all. Pranadapi Sunichena. He thinks himself lowest of the law. But a materially educated person is very pumped up. Oh, I am some great Pandit. The case of Kashmir came is a material scholar. Challenging the Pandits, challenging, isn't it? Isn't it? And at that time in Nadia was famous for place of learning. And many Pandits were there. Vedic Pandits were there, many. Nadia was famous for that. So he came to Nadia. So those were old persons, old Pandits. They became afraid. Oh, such a person is coming, was challenging and defeating Pandits. So if he is coming to Nadia, so if he will defeat us, then where is our prestige, our position? Do you understand? It's a great insult to us. What shall we do? I thought, all right, send him to Nimai Pandit first. Nimai Pandit was a boy. He was a boy at that time. And he is also famous as Pandit, Nimai Pandit. First, let us send him to him. If Nimai Pandit is defeated, then our chance will come. Oh, a boy is defeated. We are great persons. So they made this politics. Sent him to Nimai Pandit. But Nimai Pandit is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Who can defeat him? From whom all knowledge comes? Is the source of knowledge, lotus feet is the source of all knowledge. So Nimai Pandit was sitting on the bank of Ganges, surrounded with his students. Do you understand? So Keshav Kashmir went there. Nimai Pandit paid him respect, gave him seat. Please sit down, great Pandit. Yes. And we have heard of you. A great learned scholar, Pandit. Please, speak something. Describe something about the glory of Ganges. You're sitting on the bank of Ganges. And he is a great learned scholar. He has gotten boon from Saraswati Devi, goddess of learning. Jada Saraswati, who gives this Saraswati gives material knowledge. And that Saraswati is worshipped. I don't know whether it's worshipped here in Western country, but in India they worship. All the students of college, they worship Saraswati. Because she gives material knowledge. It is known as Jada Saraswati. But one Saraswati is there in spiritual world. Isn't it? Who gives spiritual knowledge is a goddess of learning. Her shadow is here in material world, is known Jada Saraswati. Is material knowledge. Narayanam namaskrutam naransaiva narottamam deving Saraswati vyasam. We offer pranam Devi Saraswati. Who is Saraswati? That Saraswati. Saraswati in spiritual world will give spiritual knowledge. We never offer worship to Jada Saraswati gives material knowledge. Vaishnavas. Understand my language? So that case of Kashmir had gotten boon from this Saraswati in material world. Jada Saraswati. Yeah. She is on his tongue. He opens mouth eloquently, so many verses come out. Because gotten boon from Saraswati. Yes, eloquent. Extempore. Yeah. So he spoke out, recited many verses, extempore, eloquently, in praise of Ganges. Mahaprabhu was hearing. You understand? All his students became amazed. Oh, such a great Pandit. So many verses. It's all his own composition. He never speaks from any Shastra. Own composition. And he has gotten boon from Jada Saraswati. Therefore challenging. Now he has come to the right person. He will be defeated now. When finished, then Mahaprabhu quote one verse. Quote one verse. Mahaprabhu then quoted that verse and said, please explain what are the, guna and dosa. What do you say? What are the good things here, good quality things, and what are defects in this verse? Please explain. Mahaprabhu quoted. When he quoted one verse, that is there in Chaitanya Charitamrita, that verse is there. Bhavani Bhartru, that is one thing is there. He became amazed. How he can remember this verse? This is my own composition. I don't speak from any shastra. How he remembered? He became amazed. This is one composition and extempore speaking. How he remembered? He didn't know that he is Supreme Personal God. Nothing is impossible for him. Then Mahaprabhu said, please explain what good qualities are here and what defects here in this verse. According to Alankara Shastra, rhetoric. He said, nothing defect. It's all good. Then Mahaprabhu explained. Mahaprabhu said, shall I explain? I beg apology if I find show you some defects. Don't feel embarrassed. Don't feel embarrassed. Mahaprabhu is so humble. His dealings are very sweet dealings. Mahaprabhu dealings, very sweet dealings. You understand? Don't feel embarrassed because you tell me to show the defect, qualities and defect. So I am showing. Then Mahaprabhu shown. 6 qualities are there and 6 defects are there. These are mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Bhavani Bhartu, one point he pointed out. Bhavani Bhartu. Bhavani means Parvati Devi. The wife of Shiva is Bhavani. It indicates Shiva's wife. You mentioned Bhavani Bhartu, the husband of Shiva's wife. That means she has some other husband. This means the husband of Shiva's wife has some other husband other than Shiva. You say like that? This is defect. Mahaprabhu pointed out 6 defects. 6 qualities, 6 defects. Do you understand? He became amazed. Oh, first time he is defeated. He has not met defeat. First time, but he came before Supreme Personality of Godhead. His pride is crushed. You follow? And then Mahaprabhu said, all right. Mahaprabhu instructed him, Saita vidyar phalo jano nischoy Krishna pad padme jadi chitta vitar hoy. Mr. Pandit, you should understand what is true education. Saita vidyar phalo jano nischoy Krishna pad padme jadi chitta vitar hoy. The person who has acquired real education, his mind is fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna. That is the result of true education, vidya. Otherwise, mind is not fixed at lotus of Krishna, he has not acquired vidya at all. That means you have not acquired true vidya, only avidya, in essence. And you are so puffed up. Yes, as a vidya vinaya sampanne. This quotation. Who has acquired real education, true vidya, he is humble, but you are puffed up. Because you have not acquired true vidya, you are acquired avidya, in essence. Vidyam dadati vinayam. The real educationist who has acquired real education, he is very humble. But avidya, one has acquired avidya, he is very puffed up. You are puffed up. So you have not acquired true education, only avidya, in essence. Mahaprabhu, when traveling in South India, he met Rai Ramananda. There was conversation between Rai Ramananda and Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu asked question and Rai Ramananda answers. Mahaprabhu asked one question. Kon vidya vidya madhe sar? That Mahaprabhu's question. Kon vidya, vidya madhe sar? Rai Ramananda answered, Krishna bhakti vina vidya nahi aar. Understand? Mahaprabhu question, Kon vidya, vidya madhe sar? What type of education? It's true education. Huh? Rai Ramananda answered, Krishna bhakti vina vidya nahi aar. Krishna bhakti is true education. Understand? These are all discussions. Huh? But what vidya is being imparted here is all avidya, essence only, no true vidya. Therefore, those who are getting this education, they are very puffed up and proud. They are not humble at all. Huh? So, we have very short span of life. Huh? Unless we get real education, paramatma, spiritual education, what is the value of our life? We are just wasting our valuable human life. Yes. Huh? How can our consciousness, consciousness will be elevated to the highest level of consciousness? Huh? True education is Kirtaniya Sada Hari. Isn't it? Kirtaniya Sada Hari. That is true vidya, education. Understand me? Huh? One who doesn't do so, he has not acquired true education, he has only acquired nascence. Only acquired nascence. Do you understand? No true education. So his vision is completely different. But was acquired true education, spiritual education, he has developed equal vision. Sunischaiva. This verse, Saiva sopake cha pandita samadasyana vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gabhyastini suni chaiva sopake cha pandita samadasyana. The humble says, by virtue of true knowledge, sees with equal vision, learned, gentle Brahman, a cow, an elephant, dog eater. Same. He never sees the dress. Prabhupada says the body means dress. Material body means dress. There are 84 lakhs of bodies. Well, not acquired true education, he sees the dress only. His vision is different. Acquired true education, he never sees the dress. He sees the soul and super soul. Therefore, he develops equal vision. Otherwise, nobody can develop equal vision unless one gets true education. Do you understand? This is all here. And that is the real education that should be imparted. Yeah? And if you will not understand this thing, will not make any effort, cannot make any arrangement of imparting true education to the human society, especially to our children, then how can we expect that they will make advancement and their level of consciousness will be elevated to the higher level of consciousness? And that, in other words, how can they achieve the perfection of really achieved birth, human birth? Do you follow me? Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavata, in Gour Leela, you see, nowadays, this true education is not given. It is all nascence. Vidya is given, not true education. And that go on by the name of Vidya. Really they teach Vidya, but they say Vidyalaya. But not true, Vidya is Avidyalaya. Tahare se bali Vidya mantra dhyana Krishna pada padne je kore sthiramana Chaitanya Bhagavata. Tahare se bali Vidya mantra dhyana Krishna pada padne je kore sthiramana. That is Vidya. That is real education. That is real mantra dhyana, studying mantra. If someone's mind is fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna, it is to be understood that he has acquired real education. True education for avidya, not nascence. Tat karma haritosam jatsa vidya tan matirjaya hari deha bhutam atma swam prakriti ishvara. Fourth canto Bhagavatam says. The fourth, 29, 49 or 50 verse you may see. Tat karma haritosam jatsa vidyatan matirjaya hari dehar bhutam atma swayam prakriti ishvara. You find out? 429, 49 or 50? What is the verse?
Hari Deha.
Hari Deha Bhuta, yes.
Sri Hari, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the super soul and guide of all living entities who have accepted material bodies within this world. He is the supreme controller of all material activities in material nature. He is also our best friend, and everyone should take shelter at his lotus feet.
That is verse,
It's verse 50.
49.
49 is Ashtirya Darbai Prag Agrai.
Then last part.
Last part.
What is it? Savidyatan Matrijaya. Yes, that is there.
My dear king, the entire world is covered with sharp points of kusha grass. And on the strength of this, you have become proud because you have killed various types of animals in sacrifices.
Yes.
Because of your foolishness, you do not know that devotional service is the only way one can please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You cannot understand this fact. Your only activities should be those that can please the Personality of Godhead. Our education should be such that we can become elevated to Krishna consciousness.
That is real education. Savidyatan Matirjaya. He has gotten real education if his mind is fixed at lotus feet of Krishna. Otherwise, he has not gotten real education. Not vidya, he has gotten avidya, nascence only. This fact, Bhagavata says. Sesha vidyar phala jano nischay, Krishna pad padde jadi, chitta vitta raya, chitta vritti raya. That is the result of real vidya, if one's mind is fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna. Chaitanya Bhagavata says, Digvijaya karibo vidyar karya noy, Ishware bhojile se vidya satya hoy. Understand? Digvijaya karibo vidyar karya noy. That is not the work of vidya, that he will go out and conquer and challenge the pandits. No, that's not the work of a real vidwan, learned person. What is the real vidwan does? Ishwara bhajile vidya satya hai. Is real vidwan, is a true education, is a real learned person if he does Hari Bhajan. He never goes out and challenges the pandits. It is not puffed up. Do you understand? Chaitanya Bhagavata says, Pade kena? Chaitanya Bhagavata loka, Krishna bhakti janibare. Se jodi nahila tebe vidya ki kare? Why? Why go to school, university, college and university, for what purpose? What will acquire? Jod vidya? Material education? That is not true education. Krishna bhakti is true education. Do you understand? Krishna bhakti is true education. If Krishna bhakti is not taught in any school, university, college, why are you going there? Only acquiring essence of vidya. Jodi nohila vidya ki kare? If you cannot get it, why are you going there? Getting yourself admitted there, or what are you getting? It's only nuisance, not true vidya. This is Chaitanya Bhagavata. Therefore, and there is also Krishna Bhakti Labha. This is the topmost. To develop Krishna Bhakti, that is the last limit of education. Charama Sima. If somebody cannot have so, then it is to be understood that he has not gotten true education. He has only gotten nascence of vidya. He will be only grouping in the darkness. No real vision, not can see the true path. Then Bhaktivinoda Thakur song is there. Jada vidya jato mayara boivo, tomara bhajane badha, moho jana maya unitya sansare, Jiva ki korai Gadha. That song is there, I will sing it in the evening and explain it. Thank you very much. Prabhupada Ji Maharaj ki jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.
Of Buddha Mukta Jivas.
Yes.
And the sadhana they do determines where they, where they go.
Yes.
Is that their choice, which sadhana they do, or is that predetermined?
Yes, that is choice.
It's their choice.
And if they have not accepted a true guru, they don't know what is the best choice.
Uh-huh.
Choice is always there, but what is the best? Huh? Then they may choose the wrong thing. Instead of Madhurya, they may choose Aishwarya. Yeah.
Good. If I had a similar question, is their relationship with Krishna dormant, or is it developed through attraction and sadhana?
No. Sadhana period, that is the period, turning point. Yes, if you're not guided proper way, then you may turn to the wrong way. Yes. Therefore, bona fide guru.
But it's actually already there in the
Yes,
dormant
yes.
stage.
Yes.
Everyone has already.
That is dormant stage, and guru, opens it. There's a cover, and guru lifts the cover, then manifests.
Is there any difference between the Nitya Muktas in the spiritual world and the Buddha Muktas who go to
Yes,
the
yes,
spiritual world?
yes, yes. They are Nitya Muktas. What Prabhupada said, Nitya Muktas know that he is eternal servant of Krishna. They never come under clutches of Maya. Prabhupada said clearly in this purport. They are Nitya Muktas.
Once the Buddha Muktas go to the Loka Vrindavan, though, do they have the same type of relationships with Krishna?
Yes. Relations, I say, what is his interest? Aishwarya or Madhurya? Accordingly he will go. If he is interested towards Aishwarya, then he will be to Vaikuntha. Cannot enter into Golok Vrindavan. If he is interested in Madhurya, then he will enter into Golok Vrindavan. Relationship differs. In Vaikuntha only 2.5 rasas are there. Santa, Dasya, half Sakhya, not more than that. But in Golok Vrindavan, completely 5 are there. So, the difference is there, definitely.
Side by side, they would serve Krishna then with the Nitya Muktas.
Yeah,
But once they go there, there's no more difference.
no. Once they go there, they have already entered into that rasa. Well, you understand? They remain there and they render service. It's not Aishwarjamaya or Madhurya. This is the only difference, nothing. Nothing.
Can a conditioned soul reach that stage of Prithu Maharaj in this lifetime? Prithu Maharaj, he could see,
Tomorrow is an incarnation, Baba.
but he reached that stage where he could just see the soul. He didn't see the outward dress. So can a conditioned soul?
Yes. One can develop that vision. His vision. Gyananjana salakaya chakhyaramanitam jena tasmai. Your eye is open, then you can see. Who opens? Guru. Then question of Guru comes. That part is also there. I say, I will speak in this verse 1 week.
So the guru, he can already see of every jiva what relationship he actually has with Krishna.
Guru see. Yes, definitely. He has vision.
Is it that all those who become members of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness actually have the Madhurya relation, the sweetness relationship with Krishna?
All are not that. How can you say like that, Baba?
You're preaching like that, but not all will accept like that. You're preaching like that Gaudiya Vaishnava preach like that, but maybe not everyone would accept that. Is that right?
What?
The Acharyas will preach the highest. You're saying they
Yes.
preach Madhurya, but not everyone may accept that.
What is one rasa? You will get it. Is eternal rasa.